Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Jupiter's Croc here on the Outpost Unknown YouTube channel. My name is Matthew, joined once again by my southern friends, Steve
Yay.
and Ronan.
This is just going to be a totally chill, cash money episode. Nothing bad happens in this episode, right? No horrible emotional damage.
No.
Just a solid, fun episode, right?
It's party. It's
Everything's fine.
party.
Yeah,
Party
yeah.
favors. We're talking party favors. This is Steve's favorite episode of the whole show. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about it. Obviously, we came off of a banger of an episode last week, and
Yeah,
now
Lots of
last week.
banging.
Yes,
Yeah.
last week, not 5
we haven't
minutes
changed
ago.
our clothes at all. It's so weird. Like we're just dudes. We don't change our clothes.
It's like Steve is home alone. He hasn't changed clothes
I
in
know.
3 weeks.
I will be wearing this forever.
Yeah. So yeah, we're kind of rolling. This is episode 10 of Blood and Sand. So we're getting closer to the big finale of season 1 here. How you feeling going into this episode, Ronan?
Like I said, this is just a chill cash money episode. I'm watching it thinking that like nothing bad would happen. I did kind of nap for a second there, so I might have missed a few minutes towards the end, but everything else was going really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, no major deaths. Definitely no as the YouTube would say, essay of a child who's not.
Whoa,
Yeah,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
nothing bad happens in
I
this
can't wait
episode.
for Steve to discuss this episode. Steve, how you feeling about your favorite gladiator going into this? You know,
I'm
a lot of
feeling
bro
good. You know,
time.
like
Good?
everything is everything's looking up for Varro. He's got a lot of character development. I'm sure the show is really like building to something with that. I'm
He's
feeling
just
good
2
about
weeks
it.
away from retirement.
He's almost down. He's almost bought his freedom. His 2 years are almost up. So with that, Steve, let's talk about party favors.
All right. Well, Spartacus and Varro are chained together, and they're about to do some special gimmick match in the arena.
I
They're
have no
fighting.
fucking clue what was going on in this match.
Same. It was fucking cool, but I have no idea. Like they
I
don't
never paid
explain.
attention to the background details until this episode, and it's like, okay, so they're chained together. It seems like it's some kind of a free for all, but only they're chained together. But they're
And
like, and other guys are coming at them, but they're also fighting each other in the background because the giant homunculi man wearing whatever the fuck he was wearing is fighting like 3 other dudes in the background.
yeah,
So
I don't understand the rules of this match. I just know that Varro and Spartacus are chained together, and before they go out there, Varro is looking very forlorn, and Spartacus is like, "Hey, I need you to pay some fucking attention. Like, I'm not going to go out there with someone who's not
I'm not
clear
going
to
to
the."
be literally chained to a dead man, okay,
Like
bro?
Spartacus would have any say in that. Like would Spartacus be like, actually, everybody, I'm not going to be chained to this guy, and we're not going to give the
I'm
crowd.
just
I
going to
don't know.
kill all these guys
Yeah,
alone.
maybe he would have just like cut Varro's hand off and got unchained. I don't know, but he tells Varro like, I will not go out there. I will not go out there with someone who's not clear to their purpose. And Varro's like, my purpose is blood, rawr. And so they go out there. And Varro says to Spartacus like, they're all chanting your name. And he's like, well, let's make them chant your name too. And they don't.
They don't
Uh,
chant his name.
they don't. Which, considering what happens, it probably would have been a cool character moment for them to chant Varro alongside Spartacus, but
He
they don't.
doesn't get the killing blow.
He does. He,
Uh,
he he has equal parts in the killing blow.
Whatever.
It's fucking what happens.
Steve, Vero sucks. He didn't have any part of the killing blow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just like Crixus, who didn't even get to fucking fight in this episode.
Wow.
So with this weird match where
Claws came out for that one.
Varro and
Jeez.
Spartacus are chained together, fighting a bunch of other people that are not chained together that may or may not be on the same side. Spartacus he's got his finishing move now. He calls shield, and Varro holds up the shield, and Spartacus runs and leaps off of it to kill 2 people.
I
He
bet we
kills
won't
2
see that
guys.
again.
He gets 2 decapitations in an effortless move, meaning that decapitations are not difficult for him, but are really fucking hard for Crixus.
Crixus, you know how difficult it is to sever a head from a man?
Spartacus
Apparently
is
not
like,
for the
not
bringer
at
of
all.
brain.
No, you just need a sharp sword, bro.
Ultimately, they kill everyone except this giant motherfucker.
This
And
humunculus,
I
whatever
looked
the
him I
fuck he
looked
is.
him up to see like who is this guy. He's just credited as the large gladiator in the Spartacus movie.
What
He's
was he
completely covered
wearing?
in armor. He's like
Yeah,
completely covered in some sort of weird
yeah,
armor.
I don't know, but they're fighting him, and like Spartacus and Varro can't do anything to him because he's just so fucking big, and so that they come up with a plan where they 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 each like they spread apart so that the chain that's connecting them is pulled taut, and they run and they wrap it around the big dude's head, and they go up and over each other, so it's there's a loop, and his head's caught in the loop, and then they both fucking pull. They both equally pull Ronan. And ultimately they
I was
pop this
getting it mixed up
motherfucker's
with the.
head off.
I got it mixed up with the double decapitation.
Yeah. No, they equally pop this motherfucker's head off, and I
Steve's
want
very sensitive about Varro getting his flowers.
I am, and
Nothing
So
bad
I
happens
want
to
to
Varro. I don't know why you're so upset. He's gonna be just fine.
I want to like take this scene and like put it in like they did the math Reddit and be like, how much force would they have had to have generated with this chain to pop this motherfucker's head off?
And how
Clearly,
much
I didn't do that.
with that single loop, them pulling, he would have just probably fallen down or gone sideways, and that would have saved him too. Or like yeah, with because they didn't get double wraps on him; they just got a single wrap, so he could have
It was
gotten out of
enough.
it.
it wouldn't be as cool, fellas.
Yeah. So, anyways, like everyone is cheering because Spartacus has done it again, and Spartacus raises Varro's hand, but no one is fucking cheering Varro's name.
This
That's
is like
actually
a
now
rest.
that I
This is
think about it, that's like a really that would have made this episode even crueler if they had actually like Varro was getting noticed in the arena in addition to what's going on here. Like
Steve, you were chanting his name, right?
I chant his name every night. Like, that's just like, give him the proper respect.
it's just not a name that is easy to chant. But Spartacus is this is
Varro, Varro. Seems pretty
this
easy to me.
it's not as catchy as Spartacus. It doesn't have like the good cadence.
Doesn't
Spartacus,
have the
Spartacus.
number of syllables.
But
Uh,
like this is like a wrestling thing where it's like you have like your top face wrestler and you're trying to build up someone else. So you have him tag with some other guy for a while, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to hold his arm up, but nobody gives a fuck about him because they just don't care about this new guy.
Continue. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Continue.
okay.
Exactly 30 seconds.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking
I'm,
on
I'm
that.
talking. All right. I'm putting him on a timer here. Uh, so they get back to the Ludus, and everyone's cheering for them because they have won another battle and honored the House of Badiatus. And Spartacus is like, "Well, Varro, it looks like everything's coming up Varro because look who Detective Mira found." And Varro turns around, and Aurelia is there. And Varro basically apologizes profusely for everything that he said. Aurelia says that yeah, I cut the motherfucker's dick off. He's never going to be able to I cut him
He
deep
won't
and
lay his hand
low.
on anyone ever
He will
again.
not be able to force himself on anyone ever again. And but Aurelia's like, this doesn't change anything. I'm still pregnant with this kid, and Vero's like, I don't care. This baby's a part of you. I will raise it with you and take care of it if you'll have me. And they embrace. And so Vero and Aurelia are on the same page again. Everything
He's on a good face turn. Like the last few episodes, he's been a heel, but now he's gone face again. Pretty sure that was more than 30 seconds, but
I
yeah,
think that was more than 30 seconds.
things
Sorry,
to go.
But
I'm back.
everything is coming up Vero. He has made peace with his wife. What else? Yeah, I think before this though, during the match there was a conversation in like the Pulvinus where all the important people are, and it's mentioned that Numerius's 15th birthday is coming up, and this is like his
Oh.
important birthday, and all he wants to do for his birthday is gladiator shit. So Badiatus is like, why don't you just come on by to the house of Badiatus and we'll
We
give you
got
a
plenty of gladiator
yeah, we
shit to
got
do
pretty
there.
gladiators coming out the goddamn
Pleasures of the
wall.
House of Badiatus.
Uh,
Our gladiators are insane. We got big gladiators, small gladiators, new gladiators.
and that's why we need like the cruiserweight division of gladiators. So anyways, yeah, come on to our house, and we'll let we'll let Numerius, little fucking bastard Numerius, just kind of like put his own matches together for that. He will be the editor of the games, and so everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, this is gonna be great." But Alithia's not there, and apparently, and like the fucking rich Roman guy whose name I forgot, Numerius's dad. Like his wife is there as well, and they noticed that Alithia isn't here. Like, where the fuck is Alithia? Well, Alithia was at home, still being fucking like bed. Like, I don't know how much time has actually passed since the last episode, but she looks just as like disheveled as she did in the last episode. So she,
I'm gonna assume it's only been a few days because like Detective Mira, like I doubt it was more than a month, but I'm gonna go with like a few days, a week
yeah,
tops.
I feel like it was also just a few days, but she has not like cleaned herself whatsoever. Um, But Xena goes into Alithia's room because Xena had told the Roman wife lady, "Oh, Alithia's sick. It's fine. Not a big deal." And so Xena like stomps into her room. It's like you were missed at the games. You were supposed to be there. Your absence was noticed. And Alithia says, "If I go out in public, anyone that sees me will like see the guilt on my face, and they'll know what I've done." And Xena's like, no, 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 I'm properly blackmailing you. No one will ever find out what's going on here. Yeah, I will protect you, and since I'm protecting you, I need a favor. Here's a list of rich Roman motherfuckers. I want you to call them and tell them they got to come to Numerius's party. Uh,
Yeah. Tell him to show up for this little shitbag's party. Isn't he a shitbag? I mean, he'd be a lot cooler if he had some nerd ropes on him. But I'd show up to his pad then, and then eat him, and then leave.
so what else happens here? Um, Numerius is going to get to pick his own fight, and so he picks Spartacus and Crixus, and so later on,
He's a
Badiatus.
total mark. That's a total mark. Fight. No, he's not at all smart, man. Nope.
No, no. He Badiatus calls Spartacus and Crixus in and tells them like, "Hey, we're gonna put on a little a match for an exhibition match for little fucker Demarius." Uh,
Steve, what? Vero's doing great. Why are you so bitter about this
I don't get
Damaris
it.
guy?
His
we'll fucking
his
get there.
wife just came back. He's 2 weeks away from retirement. Everything's going Vera. You just need to lay
Yeah,
off for a
yeah,
few
it's a
days.
fucking Numerius. Numerius wants Spartacus and Crixus to fight, and so Badiatus calls them together. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna do this fight, but it's just an exhibition. No one is allowed to like grievously injure the other one.
Right.
Anyone like just if draw blood just for show. But if either of you actually hurt the other, there will be hell will be paid.
Crixus is like,
Consequences will be meted out.
Crixus' whole thing is like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Yeah,
This is my outcome. I'm
he
gonna
wants to
kill him
make a
in
show.
front of everybody.
Of
This
course,
is
Crixus is past his prime. He Badiatus dismisses them, and as Crixus walks away, and then as Spartacus is walking away, Badiatus is like, Spartacus,
hold
look,
up a second. Yeah,
we
come here
we
real
both
quick.
know that Crixus is old shit. Like Crixus is fucking done. He's washed up. He is now the defeated Gaul. Don't
He's a has been. Like his nickname is stupid. He doesn't even fuck my wife very good anymore. But what I really need you to do,
I don't think you can go that far.
I
She seems to
really,
be pretty pleased.
what I really need you to do, but don't embarrass him. I mean, beat him a little. Let him get a nick here and there, But
yeah,
don't
don't
embarrass.
don't hurt him too badly. And Spartacus is
Motherfucker
like,
can't spell. He doesn't
it's
know what
fine.
pottery
Yeah,
is. He can't, like just a little
Spartacus
beating.
Spartacus says it's not even going to be a thing. Don't you worry about it. Um,
It was
speaking of
indeed going to be a thing, though.
yeah, Spartacus also gets involved in things here because he Badiatus is being very buddy buddy with Spartacus. Uh, 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 the Roman guard that Navia stole the key from, uh, he approaches Navia and is like, "Hey, I know you took my fucking key." And Navia is like, "How about you fucking back off?" Because Badiatus wouldn't like it if he discovered that one of his guards has lost the key. And so this guy, his name is Hector, he backs off. He's like, "All right, fucking Navia's got me." Um, but later on, Badiatus summons Spartacus a second time, and I don't even remember why he was summoned the
He was
second time.
telling him that, like, okay, like, yeah, when Nemarius gets here, you're going to chaperone him for the day. You're going to take
Okay.
him down. He's telling him that. He's telling
Okay.
him that.
All right. All right.
When does he
Yeah.
show the statue?
That's that
That's
I believe is
while
in this.
Badiatus was shitting in Crixus's mouth.
Yeah, yeah. And so all did the other gladiator statues, was Spartacus is the only one that had a penis?
I noticed that it had a real big like marble penis attached to it, and I was like, "Do all the other ones have that?" I couldn't really tell. That
And
was
do they
interesting.
have this in real life? Because like there are like busts of like gladiators made like like those exist, but I don't know if they have like
I'm
marble
googling it.
penises.
I'm
You
googling
you
it.
know who didn't have a statue in there? Crixus.
Crixus.
He has to have a statue in
No,
there. He's
why?
been the
No.
champion for the past 5
He doesn't
years.
even know what a fucking statue is.
You shut your mouth.
He can't pronounce
Why
it.
don't
He
you
can
talk
just
us
see
about?
it.
Tell us a little bit about Varro, Steve. How
We're
great's
gonna get
Varro
there.
doing? Yeah, we're gonna get there.
So
Gannicus didn't have a statue either.
There you go.
no, but that's because Badiatus says no one's allowed to talk about Gannicus anymore.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Crixus,
plot hole
Crix,
resolved.
Crixus, no one just cared. No one cared about Crixus.
Yeah. Yeah. Plot hole resolved.
Lucy
You are
Lawless
correct.
cared about him every
Uh,
night.
so yeah, so Spartacus gets called to meet with Badiatus again, and Badiatus is playing some sort of
Some kind
game.
of It's
Some
some
yeah,
weird game. It's like the type of game you find at Cracker Barrel. Do you guys have Cracker Barrels where you're at?
we do have
Anyway,
one
yeah,
Cracker Barrel here.
yeah. There's like these little old timey games that they'll have over there, like
It's
you like
fucking it's Roman checkers. I'm calling it
Here you
Roman
go, guys.
checkers.
Here you go, guys. Here's what
oh,
our AI
do
overlords
we have a
say.
penis update?
Yeah. This is what our AI overlords tell us. Yes, ancient Roman and Greek statues, including those of figures potentially representing gladiators, were created with penises, although they appear small and flaccid. This was a deliberate artistic choice representing the ideal male, where a small penis symbolized intelligence, moderation, and self control, unlike the large phalluses associated with barbarians or fools. So there you go.
I'm so thrilled that your Google algorithm now contains the fact that this guy likes looking up penises. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of that for you, Matt.
I don't have a problem, Ronan.
Anyways, Spartacus gets called to meet with Badiatus, and Badiatus and Asher are playing Roman checkers, and Spartacus is informed, hey, you're gonna chaperone fucking Numerius, and while he's there, Spartacus like makes a comment about the board game,
Asher's
and
making a move, and he's like, "That's a bad move."
yeah, and so Badiatus is like, oh, you have a mind for strategy games. Asher, just fucking get out. I don't care about you no more.
Poor
And so
Asher.
Asher gets to go and watch Crixus and Navia fuck. This is where that scene happens,
Oh
so it's
yeah.
fine.
It is.
So Spartacus plays this board game with Badiatus, and I don't remember who wins. It doesn't matter. But Badiatus and
wins
Asher,
all the
Spartacus.
games.
Yeah, Spartacus
Alright.
beats his ass.
Spartacus and Badiatus are having like a bro moment. Like they respect each other. And Spartacus leaves, and I think Xena tells him like, "You're being like overly affectionate with Spartacus. We need to back off." And Badiatus is like, "No, Spartacus is a bro. He will never ever get out of line."
Well,
Cut to Spartacus
she
get out of line.
also mentions it's like, why didn't you never did this kind of thing for Crixus? And he's like,
Spartacus,
dumb.
Crixus would have eaten the checker pieces if I had tried this with him.
Oh my
He's
god.
dumb.
You sons of
talked to him,
bitches.
right?
I'm sick of it. Sick of it.
So Badiatus is backing up Spartacus to Xena and shitting on Crixus. Meanwhile, Spartacus goes out and he sees Hector
Well, the guard that's
harassing.
walking Spartacus away is also like having a bro moment with him. It's like, you and Varro fought as brothers. Your victory brings us much honor. It's like Spartacus kind of, oh, that's weird. Nods at him as they keep walking.
Well, Spartacus sees Hector harassing Mira. And like, Mira, did you take the key? And Spartacus goes over there and it's like, be nice to the woman. And Hector and Spartacus get into a fight. Spartacus like pushes his head up against like a lit like torch, and it leaves this fucking like gnarly burn on his face. but Body Otis comes out and breaks all this up, and tells Mira guard guy, get the fuck out, remove yourself. And he turns to Spartacus, and Spartacus is about to say, apologies, Dominus, and Body Otis is like, do not fucking speak. Like, I just fucking went to bat for you, telling my wife like what a good dude you are, and you immediately fucking shit my Cheerios. Like, listen, like, I don't care if you're the fucking champion of Capua, the bringer of rain. If you ever touch one of my guards again, I will fucking crucify you, kill you, whatever, and send
Well, he
Spartacus
tells
away.
yeah, he tells him, "It wasn't for the fact that tomorrow is, like, Nemerius's birthday, I'd have you whipped until the flesh peels from your fucking back."
Yeah. And it's a great sequence too, because you see like Spartacus and Badiatus being buddy buddies, like friends, but you see like the master slave
Yeah,
dynamic at play there.
Badiatus will pull rank if he has to.
It's like yeah, I respect you, but I am the master, and what I say goes.
Yeah, it's a reminder because, like, we, the audience, yeah, if this is your first time watching, you see that and you might be like, "Oh, they're actually bonding." Everything we just said, but it's like, no, no, no. It's like he is entertainment to Body Artist, not a human being, just
Yeah,
entertainment. That's all he is.
So it's the next day, and fucking Numerius shows up, and
he's such a
it,
nice kid though. Like
no,
why are you
fuck
I
him,
don't
hating
get
on this kid, Steve? He just wants to have some
fucking Numerius.
gladiators have an
Numer
exhibition match for his birthday. That'd
the
be pretty
horrible.
sweet.
This kid's gonna suffer horrible trauma because of things that happened to him, Steve. And I
Mm.
just don't understand
Yeah,
where you're coming from.
Okay.
yeah,
So it's the next day, and like this Numerius's family has showed up, and Badiatus plans to use this event to pitch to rich Roman guy like, hey, maybe I should get involved in politics.
yeah.
And he's gonna just be nice to the family. He also invites Salonius, good Salonius, because he wants Salonius to witness Badiatus like rising to the heights of Roman political life. And there's a fucking great scene where Badiatus and Salonius meet each other at the party, and they're doing the Roman thing where they have to fucking pretend to like each other, but it's obvious to everyone that it's obvious to the audience they're being shitty. And Badiatus is like, oh, my brother Salonius, embrace me. Oh, I almost didn't recognize you. You look so gaunt. Are you getting enough to eat? Are you able to survive on the $0 your shitty gladiators are bringing in? Do you need a loan? It's fucking great. John Hannah is incredible.
He's so
Um,
good, so good.
but before that, Numerius is getting escorted around by Spartacus, and so they're gonna spar. And while this is going on, Crixus is trying to peacock. He's trying to make it like he's the big dude out there, and he's like the son of the Roman political guy is here, and this stupid bullshit, like these fucking weaklings are what he's greeted by. Like, we're supposed to be gladiators, and fucking Duro steps up to him. Now, throughout the
Oh,
last couple episodes, like, Duro keeps getting his ass beat, and Agron has to keep like protecting him. But Spartacus told Agron at some point in the previous episode, like, look, you got to fucking let him stand on his own because you can't protect him in the arena. But Duro shows up, and Duro's like, I will fucking fight you, Crixus, and Crixus dominates him.
And
And
Crixus
then,
laughs at him, calls him a pup, tells him to walk away.
yeah,
yeah.
and Crixus dominates him. And Duro gets up again, and Crixus puts him down again, and Duro gets up again. At one point in a previous episode, Duro had thrown up the two fingers, the Missio. He doesn't do that here. He basically keeps coming at Crixus until Crixus like makes it so he can't stand up.
Until
Uh,
Crixus gets tired of beating on him.
yeah, Crixus is toying with him, and Crixus just kind of walks away, and Onomea says, "Take Duro to the Medicus." And they golf clap for him, and then they
Yeah,
put this slow clap for Duro, and
they kind of do the whole, like, like swords clanging thing because they're like,
Well, it's because
oh yeah, he took
they,
an ass whooping.
yeah,
Ah.
they
yeah,
appreciate that he didn't quit, he didn't give
yeah,
up, and he
and
actually went for it.
And in case you weren't able to decipher that from this incredibly complex scene, Spartacus spells this out for Numerius, because Numerius is like, he lost, but they applaud him like the victor, and Spartacus is like, they applaud his courage and honor for not backing down.
Spartacus like rolls his eyes like, oh god, he's just as stupid as Crixus. Fuck. Okay, let me spell this out for you.
But so Duro has earned the gladiators' respect by losing like 17 times in a day. Um, so
Everyone
so
respects the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve.
do they? I don't know about that. So Spartacus and Numerius go back to sparring, and then it cuts to like their like Roman guy and Badiatus are also playing Roman checkers, and Badiatus is about to bring up the topic of hey, I want to get in politics, but in comes Numerius, and Numerius is fucking filthy because he's been outside like fucking playing in the
Playing in the
sand,
mud.
and so they tell Numerius, go to the bath. You need to go fucking take a bath.
Nothing
And
good ever happens in the bath.
so Numerius gets in the bath and he's cleaning off, and then in walks Alithia. Alithia has known that Alithia has a scene where she's like in the box watching the gladiators, and she notices that Spartacus and Varro are good friends, and she's like, oh yes, I appreciate a good friend and what it means to
Yeah,
lose one of those.
I think she
Uh,
just appreciates friendship.
yeah,
Look at this
They're having
friendship.
such a good bro moment. Like he's like Vero's training with the stick, and he accident like it's like you horse playing. He accidentally slaps Spartacus in the
They're
fingers, and
laughing. They got their
Spartacus is like,
arms
"Oh, you
around each
got me in
other.
the fingers, you dick!" And he looks at him and he slaps him in the face with it. And they
Yeah,
start like head wrestling each other. It's like,
yeah.
oh, that's a
Alicia's
nice
like,
scene.
I used to have this with Xena. I long for this type of friendship again.
That's a
yeah.
nice scene. They're just going to keep being bros like this forever.
So Alithia meets Numerius in the bath, and she's like talking to him, and she's bending over to show her cleavage, and he is just like looking at it. He
He's
can't
a
look away.
15-year-old
Look,
boy. I mean,
understand.
Horny,
We
and
have been there,
I'm
and so
still there. I'm there right now. Like,
we're all looking at the same thing as we're watching this
so
episode.
Alithia eventually tells Numerius like, hey, I know that you've picked Spartacus and Crixus to have this fight. I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to book a different match. And you do that, and for you, I will do this. And she takes her clothes off, and she's gonna go fuck Numerius.
Now, now,
He's
if anyone,
15.
no,
I
no,
am
no, no,
not
no,
fucking talking about
no, no,
this.
no, Steve, I'm saying if any one of us were in this situation in ancient Rome, in ancient Rome, right? Not currently in ancient Rome, and like, because you're gonna say fucking Numerius, right? He doesn't give a shit about Varro. He doesn't give a shit about any of these people. Would you have done this? Like, would you have been like, okay, I guess I'm booking the another
I'd have killed
match?
everyone in this motherfucking Ludus for Alithia.
Exactly, exactly.
the real
All I'm
power
saying.
play. No, here's the real power play. You tell her that you're going to do it, and then when it comes time for it, you look her straight in the fucking eye. You make hard eye contact, and you're like, "Yeah, Spartacus and Vero." Well, no, Spartacus and Crixus.
Crixus.
You keep it the same. You make hard eye contact with her too.
Oh
And
my gosh.
then you put on the sunglasses.
Okay, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. But he
Yeah,
does
like
look very, very happy at the
yeah,
party afterward. He
yeah.
looks
He's
very happy. He's
well,
pleased.
this is the day that he is supposed to officially become a man, and he
And
apparently did in more ways than one. But
yep.
now it's party time. It's the night of the party. Everyone is there. Mira all the gladiators are just standing there, like they're presenting themselves. They're basically just decorations at this point. And Mira walks by. He's like, Spartacus, I appreciate you standing up for me the other day. And Spartacus is like, you dumb fucker, get the fuck away from me. I don't give a shit about you. You fucking suck, Mira. You stink. I don't like you. I don't want to be around you. He is just so fucking mean to her for
Yeah,
no
he is.
goddamn
She
reason.
calls him an ass,
Yeah,
right?
she
She does.
does. And
Yeah,
Barrow's like, ha ha ha, making friends again. But he is just like unnecessarily mean
Yeah.
to Mira.
Yeah.
Uh, but Alithia comes out and she's, meeting with Xena. She's trying to put on a brave face and, look presentable and look like she's ready to be a part of the party scene. But she starts hallucinating, seeing blood everywhere, and because the other like Roman ladies that were on like the same hierarchy as Alithia and Lycinia are
all of
there.
her other catty friends are there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're all talking about like no one has seen Lycinia, like what the fuck happened to her, and so Alithia starts having like a panic attack, but eventually that gets resolved. Um,
Yeah,
it's time.
Xena gets her out of it because
Yeah,
sometimes when you're grooming, your asset for blackmail, you have to step in and you have to like reassure them for a little bit. You have to, don't worry, let me get you out of this jam. I still fucking owe you though. Don't you ever forget that I fucking owe you. But I'm gonna get you out of this jam. Don't worry,
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. I owe you.
So it's time for the fight. It's time for the exhibition match between Spartacus and Crixus.
Yeah,
But when
can't
Body
wait.
when
Can't
Body
wait for Crixus to kick Spartacus's
I
ass.
fell
well,
asleep, but was this a good match? Did they be like? I'm certain it was
it was
great.
okay. It was a good like dark show or dark match before like the big
That's
show.
that's good. That's
Um,
good.
so Body Odyssey is about to announce the fight, and he's like, it's going to be Spartacus versus Crixus. And Numerius is like, hold up, I
It's
actually,
my birthday. It's my
Crixus
birthday.
Crixus is fucking stupid. He's old. I don't give a shit about Crixus no more.
I love Manu Bennett's reaction because he's so ready, and he's like, Crixus is old and past his prime, and it just cuts to Manu Bennett. He's like he is so defeated in this moment. He is the defeated Gaul. He's completely sad. He's like, what?
His face muscles are like contorting in weird ways.
He looks like he's about ready to just like off himself right then and there. Like he's so devastated. It's great.
Because he was so eager. He was excited when he found out he was going to have this dark match. Because he was like, cause he was telling his girl, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this match and I'm gonna fucking kill him. And she's like,
Yeah,
no,
and she's
no,
like, don't kill him.
Yeah, I heard the rules. You're not allowed to draw blood. And he's like, I know the people. They're gonna demand blood. And I'm gonna. Oh,
She's like, you stupid
smash."
idiot. You stupid idiot. Don't kill him.
He has
So anyways,
to constantly be told how stupid he is.
the fight is going to be Spartacus versus Varro. And so they're kind of toying with each other. They're not like really attacking. Like Spartacus does end up like with a cut on his side. They end up like bloody with like surface level cuts. But they they're friends. This is a dark match. They're not trying to hurt each other.
Laughing it up. Having
They're
a good
laughing
old
it up.
time.
And so
This is a house show match. You're just goofing off. You're giving the crowd some fun.
We should mention Varro met his wife before all this, right?
we did. You weren't here.
Okay. Sorry. That's what I was
that happened during your 27-minute absence. That you said.
Okay,
was 30
gotcha.
seconds.
Gotcha.
That's when we discussed that.
Okay.
So
Carry on.
Spartacus has won. Varro is like down on his knees. Spartacus has got like the sword to Varro's neck. And so Numerius is
and he's gonna live, right? So this is just gonna be great.
Yeah.
And
So look, so Numerius is the editor of the games, and so they're all right. Make the call, Numerius. Numerius sticks his thumb out, and then he
looks at Alithia. He looks at
Alithia. Like
she's just smiling, got that smirk. She's like, you know what I just did to you, buddy.
So he thumbs down Varro, and everyone's kind of like, wait a minute, this isn't right. Body Odyssey is like, this is just an exhibition match. We're not actually going to kill anyone here, and fucking Roman guy's like, it's fucking fine, just kill him. He doesn't matter. Like I'll reimburse you.
I'll reimburse you some space.
And
bucks,
so
don't worry.
So Badianus gives the nod to Spartacus, and Spartacus and Varro are looking at each other, and Spartacus is like shaking his head, no, he can't do it.
He's actively looking like.
And Badianus is like, Spartacus, you better fucking do this.
Well, there's a whole thing. There's a continuing thing between Spartacus and Varro throughout the season, where Spartacus is like, there's always an option, like there's always a thing, and in this point, he's like, there's always a choice, right? And Varro's like, not this time, buddy. Not this time.
Yeah. So the sword is here.
Learn the Gannicus lesson.
The sword is here, and Badiatus is telling Spartacus, "You got to fucking do it." Like, and because the Roman guy is like, "Is there a problem here? Like, you promised my son he would get what he wants." And so Jai Courtney's like, fucking do it. You gotta kill me. Like, you have to do this. Spartacus says no, and he swings the sword around and he starts killing Romans. And
kills everybody. Kills Badiatus.
And Varro realizes the rebellion, right?
Varro picks up the sword. He's like, he didn't want this, but now he has no choice. So Spartacus and Varro start clearing out these Romans, and they go down and they release everyone from the Ludus, and this is the beginning of the famous Spartacus-Varro rebellion.
Ronan, you fell asleep during this whole thing.
I must have missed out. So how did they get Crixus and Onimeus on board? Oh, this is so incredible. Steve, make it up on the fly. Keep going, Steve. Make it up, baby.
Look, that's my headcanon. That's what happens.
That's what happens.
No, clearly, Spartacus kills Varro, and Varro I think grabs the sword and like
Varro
Yeah,
pulls
starts
it
it. Varro
down.
grabs it
Varro
and like
starts it, so it's like you
And
might as well finish it off because I'm going to die anyway.
yeah, so Spartacus, I was real curious how long was I going to keep that bit up, but I decided to move on. Spartacus finishes off Varro, and Spartacus is distraught, and Badiatus, he's fucking, he may as well fucking go for it. So he's like, "Hey, Roman guy, how about me getting into politics?" And Roman guy tells him, "Look, you're a good Lanista, but you're not built for Romans. How about you just stick to what you know best and leave politics to the people that have the breeding for it."
Yeah, right.
Salonius, how about you and I have a talk because we haven't met each other tonight? And so the Roman guy and good Salonius walk away. Xena comes up to him and he's like, "What was his answer?" And Badiatus is like, "I'm gonna kill that motherfucker." Uh, Spartacus is back in his
The
room.
acting, Andy Whitfield, by the way, Andy Whitfield and Jai Courtney are awesome in that scene. Like
Yes,
Andy Whitfield, like you can tell, like he doesn't know what to do, and like Jai Courtney, best acting he's ever done in this moment where he's just looking up at him. He's like, "You got to do it." Now, question: what would you do in that situation? Would you
I'd
just
kill Jai
say,
Courtney. Like,
"Okay, we're just killing Jai Courtney"? That's fine. That's fair. If it
yeah,
was your friend, if he was like your best friend,
I
Steve,
mean, I mean, I mean,
are you jabbing the sword in there, or are you like, fuck it, dude, we're going down together?
well, I
Like,
mean, look, I threw my head cannon at you and you weren't into it, so I guess I'm fucking killing you.
okay, fair.
But Spartacus goes into his room and he is crashing out, and Mira has to come in and give him like the cool down hug. And I think that's where the episode ends. Varro, something that has always not made any sense to me. Like, I don't understand how Varro's because Varro is not a traditional slave. He sold himself into slavery for a limited time.
Yeah,
It seems like, and it's one thing if he dies in the arena. It seems bizarre that you could just be killed just as a fucking party game on one of these contracts.
he's a slave.
yeah, yeah. It's like
But
there
why?
might be a
why
time limit to it, but he's still slavery.
it
He's
just
still a
seems
slave.
weird. Like, what is it's just I'm going to sell myself into slavery for a limited time, but there's nothing stopping the slave master from like the day before that contract comes due, just like dead. I don't know. The Vero's
I
slavery
don't.
contract situation just never made any sense to me.
I'm not the most knowledgeable with like the ins and outs of Roman society, but I do know that you could volunteer yourself. Like usually gladiators were slaves, but there were occasions where Romans could volunteer themselves to go through like the gladiator training process. But like they weren't full on slaves. Like they got to leave and everything. When it was all said and done, if I'm not mistaken. So the way that this happens in the show is purely a TV show construct, which now leaves us in the sloop of like, well, what? Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, body artists could be like, well, yeah, yep, you have a your contract with me is over. We signed a 2-year contract. You've collected all of your space bucks. Bam! Like there is nothing to stop that. But
So here we go. I looked it up here. People could and did volunteer to be gladiators in ancient Rome. By the first century AD, many free men, including ex soldiers and those facing severe debt or economic hardship, signed contracts called auctoramentum with gladiator schools to pursue fame, prize money, and the thrill of battle, acting as celebrities of their time. The contract volunteers, known as auctoritae, surrendered their legal rights to a trainer owner or lanista for a set period, essentially becoming legal temporary slaves. So
Still seems like
I
there should have been something to plug that loophole.
I think
I don't think the
I think it's
Romans
like
were thinking that far ahead.
if you're willing to sell yourself as a slave for a 2-year contract, then whatever happens, you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice with whatever happens. So yeah,
Anyways, that's the end of the episode. Discuss.
love this episode. Love the moment where Vero bites it. I think it's fantastic. I do think overall Jai Courtney was really good in this role as Vero for sure. And I think what's great about it is they kind of like built this relationship between him and Spartacus up over 10 episodes or so. And it really feels terrible when Spartacus has to like kill him. And I remember the first time I watched this show, wasn't even expecting this. This came out of like left field. I remember being shocked that this kind of happened. And this was one of those things where it's like, yeah, anybody can die at any time on this show. And I love just kind of like the way that everything was manipulated to get to this point, because it seems like such an obvious thing. Alithia using
Assets.
her feminine wiles to manipulate this kid into doing her bidding. I think there's even a point where he's with his friends or something, and somebody's like, "Look at him! He's got the glow of a man upon him," or something.
Yeah, yeah, she like that. I think she's the one who said that. Look, let us not
Look at
call him a
that!
boy any further, for
Yeah,
tonight
yeah.
he is a man. I gave
um,
him the best 5 seconds of his entire life.
well, I'm worth it, right? So, but yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't know. This was probably one of the best death scenes, like gladiator death scene moments, I think in the entire show, personally. And Varro wasn't even a gladiator I gave a shit about. Really, I was just like, oh, Varro, he's Spartacus's friend, whatever. But I do remember way back in the day when Steve was like, Varro, yeah, I really like Varro. I'm like, oh, oh
I was like,
no,
oh no,
Yeah.
oh
Ask
no.
oh no,
me,
no,
who's
no.
your favorite gladiator? And I said Varro, and Matt just goes, hmm. And he said nothing else.
And
Yeah.
you didn't see anything suspicious when he said that. He was
I
like,
did, it was like 10 years ago. I don't remember at this point.
Um,
15 years ago.
but yeah, this this
probably
this
closer to
episode's so
20.
good. This episode's so good. Just emotional impact, so good. I love seeing Alithia, because Alithia and Lucretia are like master manipulators, and I love seeing like Lucretia manipulate her last episode, and then Alithia immediately comes back and manipulates this whole thing this episode. It's just fantastic. It's so good. I love it. Everything about this, I love it.
Is it
Next.
my turn?
Whoever would like to
You
go,
you didn't you
speak.
didn't you didn't hand off the mic to anybody else? But I remember, because like it said, with the last episode sets this episode up, and this is the episode that completely sets up, this is the episode that really starts this is what starts the ball rolling downhill for everything else, 'cause this is where, good boy Spartacus goes completely away. I mean, yeah, it technically happens when he wakes. The next episode is when, but this is what causes that to happen.
Yeah,
So this is probably the most outside of Sura dying, this is the most important episode in the show. So it's this is the one that starts everything rolling downhill. Uh,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's got that part to it. Like then we also were mentioning about this show being like a man soap opera. So when this came out, there aren't many memories I have of actual, what was your thoughts when you first saw this episode? Like, I don't fucking remember. I remember this one because remember watching it, hopping on the old Xbox 360 to do some Halo 3 in, because that's the time frame that we're at. Like that's how fucking old this is. That's how old we are. Halo 3. I'm in the lobby, just kind of chatting with some people in there about this episode. And a friend of mine who worked at the ice cream place with me suddenly joins into the chat. Doesn't even bother with any introduction. Just goes, "Oh my god, Alithia, that fucking bitch!" Like, oh yeah, she was horrible. And they just got the whole room reignited right back into the right, because it was like the man soap operaness of it. It's like all of
yeah.
us like, I can't believe she did that to my boy. I can't believe that. But, but so that's, I do have that memory of this show of my first time viewing it.
Do you feel like that was one of the problems with House of Asher in hindsight, is that we just didn't get the kind of like the soap opera-y kind of feel to it that this show is giving us right now?
Yeah, that it was written poorly. Yes, that's absolutely one of the
Well,
downsides of
I
House
don't
of
I don't
Asher.
necessarily think it was like written super poorly. I'm just thinking like I'm trying to go back to like House of Asher and think of like big moments. And I guess the biggest moment would be the very end, right, where Asher kills Julius Caesar. But that to me almost feels like kind of like a gimmick moment. It didn't really feel earned to me because if I remember, Julius Caesar barely showed up in House of
Yeah,
Ashur
he
at
was
Yeah.
all.
only in 2 or 3
And you
episodes.
So
already you're already having to be like, if I remember this, I don't remember this, but
yeah,
you
and
remember
so
everything else about the other seasons of the show.
yeah, so I'm just kind of wondering, like, I mean, is that like I don't know. It's just the storylines were so much better. I don't know if it was just the actors were better here because it's the same sort of stuff that they were doing in House of Ashur, but it just feels like the characters in this show is or were so much better, so much better.
I would wager a bet that all of the actors in House of Ashur probably could have given banger performances if the material they were given was better written. That like
See,
again,
I'm gonna be interested to rewatch House of Ashur again. Like after we go through all of this, I'm gonna rewatch House of Ashur just to sort of see because I remember I was fairly positive on it. I think you were
we
too,
were
Steve, right?
we
You're like, I'm fairly positive on this
we
show,
all
but
started off really high, but about the midway point of the show, like I can call it like it was me who was the first one to be like, this is starting to suck.
still no announcement of a season 2 of that show, by the
That's
way.
not
I'm just
coming.
letting you
That
know.
is not coming.
Yeah. Steve,
No.
your thoughts on this, wax poetic about your boy Varro and how
Yeah, I
he
mean,
went.
clearly, I love Varro. He is my favorite character. I'm obviously, like, I was crushed when I saw this. I don't remember my exact feeling, but it was just like despair. Like my eyes were wide, my mouth was open. What the what? What the fuck?
Yeah. It's a great moment.
But yeah, it's uh it's hard to watch your favorite character die, especially in such a traumatic way. But everything about this episode is great. The acting, the storylines, everything's on point. You and it makes you hate so many people, and you can't fucking wait for bad things to happen to them.
Yeah.
Fucking Numerius, fucking Alithia, they're gonna get their comeuppance, and it's gonna be fucking great. This episode really makes me look forward to the punishment that will be meted out at later points in the story.
Yep.
Um,
Takes a
incredible,
while to get there with
incredible episode.
Alithia.
Yeah,
Takes
yeah.
a way to get there, but
Numerius, though, your days are fucking numbered, you son of a bitch.
Your days are numbered, bro. We're coming for you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, awesome episode. Thumbs up again. Ronan, any final thoughts that you have about party favors? Anything we missed?
Part of what makes it sting is like in hindsight, you go back the last 2 or so episodes, and you could tell that they were setting you up for this to make this moment hurt more.
Yeah,
Because like the last 2 episodes were the ones where it's like Varro and and Spartacus do become a lot, including stuff in like the bit I was talking about where they would like he was fucking around, and he swings the stick and it hits Spartacus in the fingers, and you can see them above Spartacus like that's the kind of stuff you would do fucking around with your boys in the backyard. Like, you got me. And they looks at your fans and you slap them with your hands and they get into like a head wrap. Like, it's it's like because they've been really ramping up the relationship to make this moment hurt more.
well, they
So
also do the thing where Vero apologizes to his wife and realizes he's been an asshole to her. And we should have realized, like, okay, his time
Yeah.
is coming up at that point because they always do that kind of stuff, right? It's like, oh, okay, I'm actually a good guy. I apologize. So
but this
I should never been an ass to you. And it's like they're setting him up to die.
like the show built up an important character specifically to hurt you in this episode to
Specifically to
make
hurt me.
Yeah,
that's to hurt Steve, to make Steve care more when these characters get their up and comeups in the next few episodes.
yeah.
When you have balls and you write a show and you're willing to be like, this fan favorite character, I'm going to build him up specifically to kill him off to make the next few episodes even more powerful. Like, had The Walking Dead been written well, this is the kind of stuff that could have made that show so much fucking better.
Yeah.
Like,
Luckily, my favorite Gladiator lasts like another 30 episodes or whatever. So I still have a long way to go with my boy Crixus. Ronan, you're gonna get your boy in 3 or 4 episodes, right? Your
I will.
Danicus is your favorite, right?
Yeah, yeah, but that's like that's in a prequel. So like technically speaking, it's like I technically got him like 9 or so episodes ago, prequel wise.
So let me ask you a quick question. Of all the gladiators, like when you were watching this before Gannicus ever came in the show, who was your favorite gladiator?
Of everyone in the show,
Yeah.
it probably was like a
Naeus.
thing between like, Varro.
Naeus. Naeus.
It probably was like a Varro slash Spartacus thing. Like we shit on Crixus to to make you unhappy, but Crixus is like
Yeah.
he's a fine
Like true
character.
friends. Yeah.
Like he's a fine, and their dynamic works in this
Yeah.
season. It like they kind of fuck it up in the following seasons, but like it works here, and for the like, everything works fine. But like that archetype is just not the archetype. I'm like, that's my favorite. So
The thing about Crixus is, you can shit on him all you want. Spartacus can't do anything without his assistance. Like the entire breaking out of the entire Ludus rests on Crixus getting on board with what's going on. And so,
And Crixus resists because he's a shitty person.
until he doesn't. So
it's that
fuck
weird
you.
Matt. It's
You,
that weird
Steve,
Matt
you're a
logic.
shitty person.
It's
You're a
that weird.
shitty person.
It's that weird Matt logic where it's like the most important character in a movie is the one who hooks the red wire together and opens the door.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Like nothing happens without Hudson. Nothing. Nothing in that movie happens without him. Anyway, thank you for listening to another episode of Jupiter's Croc. We will be back next weekend, probably Saturday or Sunday, whenever I upload it, with episode 11. There's only 3 more episodes left in this season, and like Ronan said, we are now going to ramp up. We're going to see the ramifications of what Spartacus went through and the beginnings of Spartacus, Detective Spartacus, trying to put together the clues of how he's going to break out and get all these people together to escape the Ludus. So that's it. Bye, everybody.